Ever feel like you have these huge, amazing dreams, but you're just stuck in neutral? You've set massive goals. You've visualized success, but somehow, you're not moving. What if I told you the secret to unlocking your deepest motivation isn't about thinking bigger, but about acting smaller, a lot smaller? Forget everything you thought you knew about go-getter attitudes and grand plans. Today, we're diving into the surprising, almost magical power of micro-achievements. It's a quiet force that can build unstoppable momentum and awaken a potential you never knew you had. Stay with me, because this might just change the way you approach everything. So, let's talk about the motivation mirage. We're all taught to dream big, right? Set those huge, audacious goals. I'm going to write a novel. I'm going to get in the best shape of my life. I'm going to start a successful business. These aspirations are fantastic, but they have a dark side. When we only focus on that distant, daunting finish line, the journey can feel so overwhelming that we never even take the first step. It's like standing at the base of Mount Everest and only thinking about the summit. The sheer scale of it can be paralyzing. This leads us directly into the all-or-nothing trap. We tell ourselves, I'll start when I have the perfect plan, or I'll go to the gym once I have a full hour to spare. We delay action, waiting for the perfect conditions, the perfect mood, the perfect burst of energy. But perfection is a myth, and waiting for it sabotages our momentum before it even has a chance to build. This is why a lot of traditional motivation advice, the kind that tells you to just be more disciplined or want it more, often falls flat. It doesn't account for the human brain's natural resistance to overwhelming tasks. It's not about a lack of desire. It's about a flawed strategy. So, what's the alternative? Let's talk about the unseen spark. Micro-achievements. What exactly are they? A micro-achievement is a tiny win. It's an action so small, so manageable, that it feels almost effortless. It's not about writing a chapter. It's about writing one sentence. It's not about deep cleaning the entire house. It's about making your bed. It's clearing your email inbox, taking the trash out, or simply putting on your running shoes. These are concrete, achievable, and undeniable bits of progress. And here's where the magic happens. Deep inside your brain, every time you complete a task, no matter how small, your brain releases a little bit of dopamine. That's the feel-good neurotransmitter associated with reward and pleasure. This small dopamine hit does two crucial things. First, it feels good, which reinforces the behavior. Second, it primes your brain for more action. You get a tiny taste of success, and your brain says, hey, that was nice. Let's do that again. This creates a positive feedback loop. One small win makes the next small win more likely. Think about it in real-world terms. The act of tidying one corner of your desk might seem insignificant, but that small victory, that tiny patch of order amidst the chaos, can be the spark. It's a building block. Making your bed doesn't revolutionize your life in an instant, but it's the first completed task of the day. It's a signal to your brain that you are a person who gets things done. These aren't just chores. They are powerful psychological cues that build a new identity. This leads us to the domino effect. This is the principle where one small action naturally cascades into another, and then another. You've probably experienced this without realizing it. You decide to just tidy that one messy drawer in your kitchen. As you finish, you notice the counter next to it is a bit cluttered, so you wipe it down. Then you see some dishes in the sink, and think, well, I might as well load the dishwasher. Before you know it, an hour has passed and your entire kitchen is sparkling clean. It didn't start with the overwhelming goal of clean the kitchen. It started with one drawer. This process is fundamentally about building confidence, brick by brick. Self-doubt thrives on inaction. It whispers, you can't do it. It's too much. You'll fail. But every time you achieve a tiny win, you get a piece of evidence to the contrary. You didn't write the whole report, but you wrote the introduction. You didn't run a marathon, but you walked for 10 minutes. Each micro-achievement is a brick in the wall of your self-belief. It chips away at that negative inner voice and reinforces your sense of capability. I can do this becomes, I did that. This is the ultimate weapon against procrastination. Procrastination isn't about being lazy. It's often a stress response to feeling overwhelmed. The task feels too big. The stakes feel too high. The solution is to shrink the task until it's no longer intimidating. Don't focus on filing your taxes. Focus on finding that one receipt. The goal is just to break the inertia, to take one single, easy step. Once you're in motion, staying in motion is so much easier. So, how do we actually build a system around this? How do you architect your own micro-achievement engine? First, take your big, scary goal and get a metaphorical microscope. Break it down into its smallest possible components. If your goal is learn to code, a micro goal isn't complete chapter 1. It's watch the first 5 minutes of a tutorial video, or write one line of code. The key is to make the step so small that it feels ridiculous not to do it. A brilliant technique for this is the 2-minute rule, popularized by author James Clear. The rule is simple. When you start a new habit, it should take less than 2 minutes to do. Read before bed becomes read one page. Do yoga becomes take out my yoga mat. The point isn't to get the full result in 2 minutes. The point is to master the art of showing up. It's about making the starting ritual the easiest part of the process, especially on days when you have zero motivation. And finally, you need to track your tiny wins. This part is crucial. Our brains are wired to notice negatives more than positives, so you have to consciously acknowledge your progress. This doesn't need to be complicated. Get a simple notebook, a calendar, or an app. At the end of each day, write down 3 to 5 tiny things you accomplished. Made my bed, drank a glass of water, answered that one email. Seeing this list grow is incredibly powerful. It's tangible proof that you are making progress, even on days that feel like a failure. Celebrating these small wins reinforces the dopamine loop and keeps your drive alive. Now, let's talk about the long game. This isn't just about a quick burst of motivation. This is about building sustained drive and discipline. When you consistently practice micro-achievements, you're training your resilience. Setbacks are inevitable. You'll have bad days. You'll miss a workout. You'll eat the junk food. In the all-or-nothing mindset, a single setback can derail you completely. But in the micro-achievement system, you just shrink the goal. Can't do a full workout? Do 5 push-ups. Can't write a page? Write a sentence. This approach teaches you that progress isn't linear, and that showing up, even in a small way, is always better than giving up. There's also a surprising link between this method and your overall well-being. Consistently achieving small goals has been shown to reduce stress and prevent burnout. Burnout often comes from feeling like you're spinning your wheels, putting in a ton of effort with no visible progress. Microachievements provide that constant stream of validation and forward movement, protecting your mental energy and keeping you engaged for the long haul. So, here's your action plan. I want you to leave this video and do something today, not tomorrow. Today, pick one area of your life where you feel stuck. Is it your health, your career, your creative project, your messy home? Now, identify one single micro-action you can take in the next 5 minutes. An action that takes 2 minutes or less. Maybe it's putting one dish in the dishwasher. Maybe it's lacing up your sneakers and standing outside for 60 seconds. Maybe it's opening a document and just typing a title. Do that one small thing. And when you've done it, take a second to consciously acknowledge it. Say to yourself, I did it. Feel that tiny spark of accomplishment. That's your dormant motivation starting to wake up. It all starts there. Not with a grand plan, but with one tiny, triumphant win. Thank you so much for watching. If this idea resonated with you, hit that like button and subscribe for more ways to build a better life, one small step at a time. Let me know in the comments what micro-achievement you're going to tackle today. Let's get this domino effect started together.